Seit jeher rätselt der Mensch über seine Herkunft.
Whoa, wait.
Der Mensch, woher kommt er? Was treibt ihn an?
Whoa. I'm not sure we've seen all of those faces in the show before. What a way to start your episode, though. Very interesting to note that Jonas was the first character and then Noah was the last. Kind of like symbolizing the beginning and the end. And especially with Tannhaus talking about, like, you know, man's genesis. How they began and all, right? A question for the ages. Everything is now. Three capsules. 3 timelines? Now they're showing. Now they're telling us, the audience, where, you know, the where we are time-wise, because before this we rarely get like a confirmation of like where we are in time.
Wo willst du hin?
Zur Polizei.
History repeats itself. Oh. The way he's shaking his hands. Yeah. Like, how do you live knowing the fact that you probably just killed a kid?
Doppler ist da. In deinem Büro. Sagt, sein Junge ist verschwunden.
You know, something that I didn't talk about in the previous episode.
Herr Kahnwald hat mir gesagt, dass ihr Sohn verschwunden sei. Ja,
Oh, that was Mr. Kahnwald.
wann war das genau?
I don't think we... Do we know that information in the previous episode? I don't think so. If we do, then I missed it. But yeah, something that I didn't talk about in the previous episode is the fact that Egon knows about this. About this phenomena, about this disappearing children and, you know, investigation. And he's been trying to, I guess, solve the case for almost 33 years.
Du siehst mit deiner Frisur fast so aus wie James Dean. Die Mädchen mit Winden werden wir reinweise hinterher.
James Dean.
Wirst schon sehen.
Yeah, it is that era, of course.
Was hat denn dein Mann beruflich gemacht? Er war Pfarrer.
Aber ich kann nicht sagen, dass er Mann vom Glauben war.
No.
Manchmal glaube ich, ist es gut, dass er tot ist.
Und ich frei.
Ich habe zu Gott gebetet.
Holy shit, we just cut directly to him.
Und als es da war, habe ich jeden Tag gebetet, dass ihm etwas zustößt.
Huh.
Weil es vielleicht nicht Bernds ist.
Okay.
Weil es vielleicht nicht in Liebe gemacht wurde, sondern
Out of hatred? Anger?
Es ist meine Schuld.
Wir sind alle voller Sünde.
Implying that she was raped.
Aber egal was wir tun, wir fallen niemals tiefer als in Gottes Hand.
Oh, the sound design. The music.
es die Hand des Teufels ist.
Gott hat mich zu ihm geführt. Ist es nicht so?
Oh, chills. Chills. Hands up the devil. Holy shit. And Noah is such a good character because of his mystery is what makes him terrifying.
Bist bei mir.
Dude, the way he's looking at...
Werden mir folgen mein Leben lang. Und ich werde bleiben im Hause des Herrn.
Who is this? Egon? No way. Just like in 1986. Egon and Jonas. Now Egon with Ulrich. Holy, come on. Off you go, off you go. I wonder if Egon is going to realize or know his name. And because he knows his name is Ulrich Nielsen, that forms the animosity in the future.
Die dürfen da gar nicht sein. Ich hab's geändert.
You did not. Nothing's changed. Okay, he's still in the bunker. In the old bunker. Second capsule is gonna come up. 1986. At 1986. Who was that? I saw a glimpse of him in the opening. Was that Alexander?
Man steht sich zwischen uns. Das ist Liebe, weißt du?
We still have no idea how she got that eye though.
Wenn ich herausfinde, wer das den Bullen erzählt hat.
Katharinas.
Vielleicht war es Regina. Ich meine, der Tiedemann ist ja ihr Großvater.
Hannah really is the most fucked up character in this entire show, is she? The past and the future.
Dein Gesicht.
Reminds you. Yeah. Oh.
Ich weiß, dass du Dreck am Stecken hast.
Okay, okay. But there's a double meaning to that. Claudia? Yeah, Claudia. Alright, we're back here. Are we gonna go into the room? The door that we saw? The stash is still there. Kids? Oh. Oh my god, it's the puppy. Holy shit. What are the odds? What are the odds that it comes back to Claudia? And this is how, and this is what sets Claudia into oh, I love the show. I love the show. I love the show so much. Charlotte? No. Regina.
Siehst du das hier? Habe ich von meiner Mutter. Und warum?
Her mother. That's gotta be Alexander. Who else could it be? Yeah, it looks like him. His facial features. Man, the casting in this show is great. How the hell did you became the director of the nuclear power plant? Blood. More importantly, how did you become this way? What happened to you?
Wie heißt du?
Say it.
Alexander.
There it is. Nah, this is coincidence of the highest.
Ich will wissen, was im Sommer genau passiert ist.
Das habe ich dir bereits erzählt.
Die Anschlüsse zum chemikalischen Einspeisesystem waren korrodiert. In einem der Rohre musste sich wohl etwas Wasserstoffgas angesammelt haben. Bumm.
Das war keine Vorsichtsmaßnahme.
Right, the incident.
Deshalb wurden die Rohre gewechselt.
Wer weiß alles davon?
Es ist in der Nachtschicht passiert. Der Schichtleiter, eine Handvoll Mitarbeiter, Helge. Keiner wird reden. Alle haben sie eine ordentliche Zulage bekommen. Also mach es nicht größer, als es ist.
Helga is the only name that is important here.
Glaubst du, Hannibal ist mit Elefanten über die Alpen marschiert?
I mean, that did happen in history.
Ist unser AKW sicher? Kann so etwas wie Tschernobyl bei uns passieren?
There is that as well.
Welche Geschichte du erzählen willst?
Ooh, you decide what story you want to tell. You are God, essentially. That's the device that would... Okay. Which means Noah is still down there. We are inside of the cabin. Right, the pine cones? And here comes Egon. But the interview never happened. Oh. Is Egon gonna die? No. And off he goes. The interview never happened. Boris.
Alexander Köhler. Geboren am 21.01.
Where is he actually from? Interesting that Hannah is there.
Ist auf der Suche nach Arbeit, wenn ich das richtig verstanden habe. Ja.
I guess this is how Alexander became... Wow.
Haben Sie eine Ausbildung?
Ich bin gelernter Schlosser. Ich kann arbeiten. Hart. Ich lerne schnell.
I wonder if he's from...
Alles, was ich will, ist eine Chance.
I guess the eastern side of Germany. Changing hairstyles. Changing who you are. A different image. My oh my.
Warum würde Gott all das hier wollen? Wer wie du in die Hölle geblickt hat, wird sie nicht mehr los.
As you have. Noah is terrifying. I wonder if 1953 Helge is gonna appear soon.
Das ist unsere Arche. Und ich bin Noah.
Okay.
Wir schaffen eine Zeitmaschine, die alles neu sortiert, den Anfang und das Ende.
There it is. He wants to change things. He wants to change the future and the past. The third capsule, 2019. The question is why though? Why does he want to change? The only thing that would make sense is that he has seen his future and he does not accept that future, and thus he wants to change it. Hannah, you sick fuck. She's not gonna... She kept that for 33 years. And she is able to use that, you know, to change everything.
Ruf mich sofort zurück, wenn du das abhörst.
Wo ist Ulrich?
Ich dachte, der ist bei dir. Ich habe versucht, ihn zu erreichen, aber sein Handy ist aus. War gestern auch nicht?
Timing.
Weißt du es nicht?
Gott, wenn ich bescheuert.
Unser Kind ist weg und hat nichts Besseres zu tun, als diese Fotze zu finden.
Oh, whoa. Calling Hannah a slut. Oh yeah, I felt that.
Hier.
So it is hers.
Ich will dir nicht wehtun, okay? Ich will wissen, wer du bist.
He says that as the camera focuses on his arm. Martha calling Jonas? Yeah.
Manche Sachen will man eben für sich behalten.
Some things are better left unknown. Sometimes the truth's hurt.
Ich weiß nicht, wo mein Kind ist. Und ich weiß auch nicht, wo mein Mann ist. Mein Mann! Verstehst du? Es ist vorbei.
Love the way that she is fidgeting her fingers. She is nervous. Great acting. But
Ich habe es beendet.
no, you didn't.
Ich wollte das alles nie.
No, you did not.
Er hat einfach nicht locker gelassen. Weiß der, wie er sein kann.
This.
Verrückt. Ich habe gesagt, dass er dich nicht mehr liebt.
Holy shit. She's gaslighting her.
Ich will, dass du weißt, dass es jetzt vorbei ist, Katharina.
Oh my god.
Es ist vorbei.
And I feel like Katarina's believing her. Because that's her character. She easily believes people. Right? She believed Hannah in the past. When it comes to like Regina. Holy shit, she is the most. I fucking hate her. I hate her so much. Oh god. So it is 2019.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Du musst Bartosch sein.
Her hand isn't
Ich bin Claudias
okay.
Großmutter.
Holy shit.
dass du tot bist.
Für deine Mama bin ich das sicherlich auch.
Yeah, she went back in time.
War keine sonderlich gute Mutter, weißt du.
Or left.
Du hast viel von den beiden. Deine Augen.
She left and nobody found her.
Du siehst deine Eltern.
Probably, right?
Wenn du nicht tot bist. Wo warst du denn in den letzten Jahren?
When?
Das ist eine lange Geschichte. Vielleicht erzähle ich sie dir eines Tages.
Anna kommt sehr spät nach Hause. Also.
Ich muss noch was erledigen.
Photos.
Ich möchte, dass du ihr das gibst. Machst du das für mich?
Or notes? Oh.
War noch davor. Glaub mir, wenn ich die Zeit zurückdrehen könnte. Ich würde
She
vieles
would.
anders machen.
Uh-huh. Man, they are alluding a lot to the fact that they are going to change the past. Or at least the characters are wanting to change the past. There's so many characters that wants to change the past. Noah, the stranger, Claudia now? Collecting dust. Fragments of the past, right?
Ja, das tut gut.
Hannah. Please. Please, for the love of God. That is so cruel. Hey, yeah, remember this? What is she up to? What is her endgame?
Was willst du?
Warum haben manche Menschen alles und
She wants power. Like she has the power to ruin his life.
Ich will, dass du Ulrich fertig machst.
Ich will, dass er alles verliert.
What the fuck?
Alles.
Nah. Nah. She is the most evilest piece of shit in this entire story. She's not even the main antagonist. That's Noah's job. I mean, man, maybe Katarina's right. Maybe I should just call her a slut. Nah, dude. I am genuinely pissed off by Hannah right now. Good.
Du machst einfach so mit mir rum. Denkst du, die Alte ist gerade labil, da hole ich mir einfach mal, was ich kriegen kann, oder was?
Oh, that's one way to look at it.
Mann, jetzt sag doch mal was!
Das ist doch falsch.
Was war falsch?
Das zwischen uns.
I mean, especially knowing that she is technically his aunt.
Wegen uns. Wir passen einfach nicht, okay?
Oh, this is so heartbreaking, though.
Passen einfach nicht.
Oh, he's saying this, but oh.
Wir sind falsch.
Oh.
Ist jetzt falsch, ja?
Es tut mir leid.
Oh, this is so painful. Great scene, by the way, because we just that was a one take, couple of minutes. Great job for all of the actors there. But that was hard to watch because we know what Noah is feeling. We know his conflict and why he's doing it. Bring the barrels back. That was what they were. Okay, that was what they were taking out in episode 2? Episode 2. What is that? The Triquetra right there. The moon. Seven. Mikkel. 9. Holy shit. Oh. He's meeting Noah again. Oh no. That. Oh shit. I love this show so much.
Sie hatten recht. Alles ist so eingetreten, wie sie es wollten.
Yeah. Noah did told him about some things.
Wann fange ich an?
And there's the door! Alexander's the one who, okay. Great shot. Yeah. Okay, he needs that as fuel, I suppose? Look, guys, serious? You cannot be serious.
Ich glaube, ich habe hier etwas, das Sie interessieren könnte.
The map?
Ich möchte, dass Sie das für mich bauen.
No fucking way, no.
Sagen wir, es ist etwas, das den Lauf der Zeit gerade rücken wird.
I'm starting to talk like Hana in that one scene. Did I mention this show is great? Yeah, this show is great. This show is great. This show is special. Claudia Tiedemann. Just wow. I don't think I could have ever predicted that final scene at all. Oh man. Dude, poor Dr. Tannhaus, dude. Sort of Tannhaus just got roped into this. Well, I mean, technically speaking, it is his. It's a paradox, so it's like. Kind of like how Helge's coin is from future Helge, which is from past Helge, which is from Ulrich, which he got from future Helge, and it's like, where does the origin of the coin really come from and stuff like that? Why is this show so good? Why is this show so good? It's not fair. Like it's not fair. It's not fair. This show has no right to be this good. It's actually not fair. I love this show so much. I love this show so much. I don't know what else to discuss. It's great. Oh man. I don't think I would have ever predicted that Claudia would be as important as she is right now. I mean, all characters in Dark are important in a way, but if we're talking about like main characters and, you know, characters that are important enough that they have the potential to change the story, right? Characters that are, in a way, moving the plot forward. You know, think of Jonas, Noah, Ulrich, Helge, right? Never in a million years I would have predicted Claudia, of all people. But I guess they are setting her up since the beginning of her introduction a couple of episodes ago. Holy shit, that moment when she appears in Tannhaus's workshop and then just whips out the blueprints to the time machine. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Oh man. Oh man, it's the question of like who I am so down below on the screen right now. Sorry. But it's the question of like, okay, who actually created or drew that blueprint? Was it actually Claudia or was it somebody else? You know what I mean? Like who actually made that blueprint? Let me go back to that shot, because it's definitely one of the it is the highlight of the episode for me, at least. Man, when she whipped that out, because I thought, oh, the map of the cave, of course, obviously. No, man, it is the time machine. There's the big one over here, and then there's the three ones that indicates the past, present, and the future. The three timelines. How many? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I don't think that signifies anything. But oh man. This is new. Like this blueprint is new. Well, there's a bit of some, it's weathered here and there. You can see like some of the rough edges and stuff and some stains, but like ultimately it's well preserved. So where did she must have gotten this from the future. She must have. Which kind of adds more to the theory of, the 4 timelines instead of 3. There's 2019, and then beyond 2019, it would be 1952. Oh, I'm just. Oh. Paradox. The paradox. Everything that Tannhaus is known for isn't by his own invention. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, in a way, he did ultimately build it. Whose blueprints are those? Oh, I don't know. But he ultimately did. And that changed the course of... Well, it influences the course of time. Oh, and here comes the paradox again. Because if they built the time machine, and the time machine is there, we know the time machine existed, and the reason why she wants the time machine to be built is to change the course of time, then it didn't really change the course of time at all, did it? Here's the thing, right? Here's my train of thought right now, because yes, ultimately, right now, the stranger, Jonas, wants the time machine to be fixed. Right, he is asking for Tannhaus to fix it, right? The question now is, 1, where did he get that, right? And 2, if the time machine was already fixed or was already created, then we can easily presume that if Jonas is still within, if Jonas still possessed that time machine, then he would have already used it. And if he already used it, then none of this would have ever happened before, because he would have fixed the time loop by destroying the passageway in the cave. So whatever happened, whatever Jonas is planning, either didn't work or it did something else. Because that's just how it works with paradoxes, right? Because if this is a closed time loop, and what they are planning to do, what these main characters are trying to do, is to build a time machine to close the time loop, then the time loop would have been closed in the very beginning, and none of this would have ever happened before. The fact that we are still here, the fact that they are still doing this, means that the time loop is still there, that we are still in a closed time loop. And whatever that they managed to do with the time machine did not close the time loop at all. In fact, whatever happened to the time machine and whatever use that the time machine did would probably lead to the future that Jonas saw that he wants to redo again, which kind of adds more to the, I guess, the depressive state. If Jonas is stuck in this forever time loop of infinity, where he's just redoing this again and again and again, where he creates something terrible, he tries to fix it, ultimately he is the cause of that terribleness, and then he goes back in time and then he tries to fix it, and then he realizes that he's again and again like Claudia, the person that I was not expecting at all to have any sort of significance. Let me see if I can find her again. There she is. There she is. So she went missing, right? Claudia went missing. Or she was gone. Dead, if you will. Right? In the eyes of Regina. So where did she go? It's not really where, it's when, right? When did she go? Maybe I am right. Maybe she did went into the future. There's some thunders in the back. I don't know if the mic is picking that up, so bear with me. So yeah, maybe she actually did went to the future. 1952, and that is where she gets the blueprint, and then she goes back in time. Maybe not, because I'm thinking about like other people that could make the blueprint right now in 2019, and I cannot think of any other person. And I don't think it's Claudia herself who is the one who created these blueprints. So right now we have Claudia, who wants to change the course of time. We have Noah, who also wants to change the past and the future. And obviously Helge is the one who's trying to stop him. And then finally we have the stranger, who possesses the time machine, but and wants to destroy the time loop at all. He doesn't want to change the past or the future, he wants all of it to stop. Essentially, right? Not stop as in, you know, stopping time. No, I mean like stopping as in no more meddling of the past, no more meddling of the future. Let the past be the past, let the future be the future, and let the present be the present. I am having a brain fart right now. Again. Yeah, I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment. Alright, okay then. Let's start with the beginning of the episode. This entire scene, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm actually gonna go one by one. So, Jonas, Martha, Bartosz. Interesting, because here's the thing, right? Because here's the thing. I feel like the positions of these characters are deliberate in terms of like their importance to the story and all. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I feel like, again, like Jonas in the beginning, Noah in the end, and now Jonas and then Martha. Martha now having the significance of being the metaphor, the counter to Ariadne, right? The person who is showing Theseus, in this case Jonas, the way, right? The red string, right? That was the question that I had in the at the beginning of, or during that specific episode, in which I ask, like, who is responsible for, you know, for putting that red string in the cave, the one with the Ouroboros at the end, or at the start even, right? Who is it? Is it actually Martha, or is it somebody else? Is it the stranger? Is it Noah? We don't know, but it would be, I think it would be likely if Martha was the one who put it. Problem is, I don't know if that red string is present in the other timelines or not. That's the thing. Because I always go back to like the first episode whenever I talk about this, when Jonas and Martha was talking in the train tracks, and then Martha said about like something about I feel like we had this conversation before. It feels like deja vu, which means there's probably a moment in time when they had this conversation before. We don't know when, we don't know at what age they are, but it has happened before. Sorry about that. So, Jonas, Martha, Bartos. Here's the thing about Bartos, man. He has connections with Noah. I talked about there seems to be something going on between the two. And I made the theory of, could Bartos be Noah, but then I disregard that theory because of the color of their eyes, because Bartos clearly doesn't have blue eyes. But I feel like there's still some connection in a way. It could be a family member, it could be somebody else, I don't know. Like, I feel like Noah choosing Bartos is not a coincidence. It's not that just because Bartos had Eric's phone and then Noah was able to contact him. I don't think like that is coincidence. I feel like Noah knows that this is going to happen. Noah knows that he is going to make contact with Bartos. I don't know. There's something going on between them. Because again, I talked about like what did Noah talk to Bartos during that episode, right? When they first met. During that car ride. Like, what did they talk, right? I talked about like, did Noah told Bartos to meet Martha and or something like I don't know. But at this point I feel like anything goes, especially because now we know that whatever Noah told Bartos is that Noah is telling Bartos the events that is going to happen in this episode, in which Bartos has seen it, and now he knows. Most likely, and probably the case right now, is that Noah told Bartos about Claudia. Which goes back into my question of like, okay, where did Claudia get the blueprint? So, Bartos, Magnus to Franziska to Elizabeth to Mikkel to Mikhail. And here's the other thing, right? These images, these shots, when we have a past and present character, they are usually in consequential order, right? We haven't met the future selves of Martha, of Magnus, Bartos, or whatever, but we do know who Mikkel is going to be, right? And that's why we're doing this. It's interesting because Jonas isn't really paired with the stranger in this sequence, almost as if these two are separating themselves, as in they don't want to be known as Jonas or the stranger, right? Or at least the stranger doesn't want to be known as Jonas. Sorry. Mikkel to Mikhail. Also love the fact that Tannhaus is talking about like literally the book of Genesis, about like, you know, where did we come from? Who created us? Created by God? Created by whom? Right? And it's the one of the themes of the show, right? It's about challenging your own destiny, your own fate. Because like one of the things about the concept of a god, and the concept of a being that is all-knowing and a being that is able to dictate everything in your life, right? Because that's how most people see it that way, as in this is God's plan. God planned us to do this. God knows that we are going to do this and that, right? It's that predestination. It's that predestiny of like we are not in full control of our fate, of our own lives, as in we are in the hands of a higher being, and all we're doing is just things that are not entirely free. And Noah is challenging that. Actually, a lot of characters are challenging that. Moving on. So we go from Mikkel to Mikhail, Hannah to Hannah. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but yeah, there's a storm in going on. So I don't know if the mic picked that up, but there was a ton of thunder. Past Hannah to future Hannah, Ulrich, Katarina. This one was, who was she again? Charlotte. Right. Charlotte. Alexander. Of course. We saw Alexander obviously in this episode, but we never really met past Alexander, which is why when I was watching, I was like, there's a couple of images here, there's a couple of faces that we haven't met yet. Especially towards the end. Regina, right? Boom, 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 Claudia. Now we're venturing into the 3 ages, right? We went from like 2 timelines to 3 timelines, right? Or time frames, not timelines. I'm going to have to differentiate between like time frames and timelines, because timelines usually indicates, like branches of time, whereas time frames are merely, past, present, and future. Helge, Dr. Tannhaus. Interesting. Then of course Bernd. Yana. Egon. Who is this? Oh, that's Tronte. Right. Interesting, Peter is right. We put Peter here, but we don't see his past at all. Peter only exists in the present. So far, at least. So is she. We go back just a bit. In case I missed somebody. Nope. No, I did not. We go to the stranger, and then finally Noah. The end and the beginning. They are deliberately putting the stranger at the end near Noah. What did Jonas do? What happened in the future that no one knows, that Jonas knows, that we do not? This opening scene was great. I love that scene. Love it. Now jumping back into Egon. This episode really brings more to the table when it comes to Egon's character, because we know Egon from 1986, right? The Egon that is apparently who apparently distrusts Ulrich Nielsen, right? He has, you know, he has a discomfort and an obvious distaste towards Satanism, right? The idea that, you know, people worshiping Satan and whatever. And look, 1986 Egon, to me, feels like a character that was written in a way that makes you dislike this person, right? I don't personally dislike this person, right? This character from 1986, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye. But ultimately, from the way he, you know, acts, especially in regards to like Ulrich, because it does feel like he has a vendetta towards Ulrich, right? It feels like he just does not trust this kid at all. Now, with this latest episode, knowing, you know, as we see his past, who he was before, and the fact that he has been following this case for, you know, 33 years of his life, still keeping that, you know, that book. And especially knowing the fact that he made contact with Ulrich himself, right? It's that fun little shot that they had when we cut from young Egon with older Ulrich, and then we cut to older Egon with younger Ulrich. Like, that is something to behold. But yeah, there's the it does feel, it's a question that I had, right? It's a question that I had, and that is, does Ulrich know? Sorry, does Egon know about Ulrich's name, right? In this time frame, I mean, right? Because he caught Ulrich, right? By the end of this episode, right? He caught Ulrich. Obviously, he's going to interrogate him. Obviously, you know, procedures and all. But if he does know his name, right, regardless of how he achieves that, right, whether or not Ulrich actually told him his name, or if he was scurrying around his belongings and then he sees the name or whatever, I feel like if he does know about Ulrich's name, that would actually make so much more sense in why he acted the way he did in 1986. Probably. I know it feels, realistically speaking, he would probably be scared because holy shit, like I met this person. Like I've seen, I've heard this name before. And thinking about it, I don't think he does know about his name, because otherwise, you know, their relationship would be very much different in 1986. But regardless, because Egon has interacted with Ulrich before, especially because of the fact that he sees, you know, that person within 1986 Ulrich's eyes, right? He mentioned it. I've seen that face before, right? It does kind of add more to the context. It does make more sense for Egon's character to feel that way towards Ulrich, because he may remind him of this, probably this terrible person, right, that he met in 1953. But yeah, love the fact that we did focus more on Egon, especially because, again, like the parallels, right, between the past, the present, and the future, because of how Dark loves to make parallels. Like that's pretty much obvious how events from the past and the present and future as in 2019, there are many similar events and there are many similar, you know, repeats in history, but it's just from different characters, right? And that just plays along with the theme of everything is connected, right? These two characters may not be connected with these other two characters by blood, let's say, but they are connected in a way. it's just fantastic. This show is just fantastic. Now, moving on to this. The obvious question is, when is this? And the other question is, what is it actually doing? Is it actually trying to create a wormhole or a gateway, and it's actually trying, you know, it's actually doing the thing where it's going back in time, or is it doing something else? That's at this point I don't know, because we don't know when this is, because the machine hasn't been created in 1953. The machine hasn't been completed in 1986, and is also broken because that is the machine that the stranger also brings. And I don't think the machine exists in 2019, because at that point the machine is already in the possession of the stranger. So when is this? What is going on? Because the machine is working, which only means that the inventor, the clockmaker, Tannhaus, was able to fix the machine, or rather finish the machine that he was working on, which is what Claudia told him to do, right? Because Tannhaus has, you know, another Tannhaus has the machine, but it's not completed yet, right? Tannhaus was working on the machine when the stranger comes in, and the machine that he is working on, I would wager, is the machine that he has been trying to finish ever since Claudia came into his workshop in 1953 and told him to, you know, to finish this machine, right? This 33 long year of Tannhaus just trying to create this machine, right? And then the stranger comes in, the stranger gives him or shows him the machine already in a dysfunctional state, and then he leaves. This is clean. This is probably the machine that that Tannhaus was building for the first time, and this is it actually working for the first time. Still, the question remains, when is this? I feel like at this point, I think it's pretty safe to wager that this is in 1986, or at least around that era, right? It could be 1987. I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take Tannhaus to actually fix the damn thing, but let's just say, because it's pretty much, the years are pretty much fixed at this point, so let's just say 1986. Wait. Shit. I am forgetting when this is happening, in what date. Because I am remembering the fact that they are talking about the incident that happened, right? I should have written this down, actually. But there was an incident in the power plant, right? In the nuclear power plant. Claudia talked about this. Let me see if I can go back. Was it here? No, it was not here. Here. Oh, wait. Here. This scene was shot great, by the way. Alright. What did she actually say? Because they were talking about the incident. Tell me exactly what happened in the summer. Vern already told her an incident in the volume control system. Huh. I don't know. I actually don't know. No, this is last summer, so no, that's irrelevant. So at first I was theorizing that that Tannhaus finished the time machine. I was theorizing that Tannhaus finished the time machine, and then afterwards, whatever the time machine did created the incident, but obviously that couldn't happen, because if Tannhaus did finish the time machine, then he finished it after the stranger appeared and left, which is after the summer, right? Because they can only go back in time and during this like fixed date or whatever. Huh. Curious. I am very much curious about that incident though. I feel like that's gonna be something that we're gonna be tapping in further, maybe in season 2 or 3, because they've been talking about that incident more and more now, right? This supposed incident that probably started it all, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, something's going on in that power plant. That nuclear factory is the key to all of this, by the way. Like, it's no coincidence that this is happening near it, and the people that are in the factory knows a thing or two about it, and they're the ones that are keeping secrets, right? We're talking Helge, we're talking Claudia, you know what I mean? Huh. Yeah. Also love this shot, by the way. Really good shot. It's yeah. This episode is great. I love it. I'm honestly running a blank because I feel like some of the things that I want to talk about, I kind of already talked about in my previous discussions. I'll talk about Hana actually, because this person needs her own this dedicated discussion. I have this bitch. Holy shit. Like, I know Noah's probably evil. Well, maybe not evil. I mean, it's not as simple as black and white. Like, he's doing it for his own personal gains, but you know, there's more than that, right? We haven't seen the bigger picture, right? We know Noah is up to something that is, and what he's up to is probably up to no good. But you know, sometimes it's like, you know, the obvious, oh, I'm doing it for the betterment of mankind and whatnot, right? So in that regard, if that is the case when it comes to Noah, then he probably has a good explanation that can make him understandable. But, you know, obviously we're not going to be agreeing with him, but, you know, understandable nonetheless. Her on the other hand, she's just being evil. She just wants to destroy this family. Like, what happened to you, girl? Like what happened? This 33-year-long jealousy that she's building up within herself that she could not let go. That ultimately deludes herself even to the point where saying, well, if Ulrich won't love me, then no one will love him, so I'm going to end his life or his career or his family and whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, you're not the main antagonist of the show. Sit down. I don't hate her character in terms of its writing. I think the writing for her character is actually really good in this regard, right? As this manipulative piece of shit character that is obviously not only egotistical but also borderline psychotic now because of, you know, because now she's not only wanting to destroy this family, the Nielsen family, but he's also blackmailing, coercing Alexander because of the thing that she took all of those years ago. Jeez, this woman, like, I can't even defend her. I tried in the first couple of episodes, right? Because I thought maybe Katarina and Ulrich may not be so lovey-dovey after all, and all, but no. This episode clearly shows that Katarina absolutely loved Ulrich for who he is, and that's why she's going here, because she wants to beat the shit out of Hannah. But Katarina, the character that she is easily manipulated, as shown in the past and now in the present. And it's by the same character as well. She's being manipulated by Hannah twice. I hate this bitch. I hate her. I hate this bitch. I hate her. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. She is evil. that's all I'll say. Speaking of, well, not really evil. Well, technically evil, because I want to talk about Noah. So Noah, as I mentioned before, like, no, because this is something that I've been thinking about. The more this discussion is going on, right? This has been building up in the back of my mind. So Noah told Bartos a lot of things that is going to happen, and obviously those things happened, which is why Bartos believed him. How does he know? And what did Noah actually say to Bartos? Because if Noah told Bartos about Claudia, then how does he know? Noah's not here. At least, as far as I'm concerned. So, how does he know? And if Noah isn't talking about Claudia, and he's talking about something else, then what could that something else be? Because it has to be something that is private to Bartos' life. Because I don't think it's as general as, let's say, on this day, this other person is gonna go this way or that way, or this event will happen or whatever. No, I feel like if Bartos is going to convince, if Noah is going to convince Bartos, then Noah has to tell Bartos something that only Bartos can know, and that is something that revolves around his private life, right? Stuff like his conversation with Martha, for example, or this, for example, his conversation with Claudia. I don't know. I don't know how Noah knows. Unless Noah is Bartos, but I don't think that is the case anymore because of the color of their eyes. So I don't know. Like the only way that Noah, the only way that Noah would know is that if Noah is Bartos. But I don't think that's the case anymore. Noah being the stranger is like pretty obvious, right? Sorry, Jonas. I'm mixing up their names now. Jonas being the stranger is pretty much obvious. Bartos being Noah, maybe a couple of episodes ago, but now, nah. There's still some connections, yes, but actually, Bartos, nah. So I don't know. I actually don't know. Also, I do also find it rather hilarious that Claudia just appeared out of nowhere in Bartos' like backyard, and her looking how she looks. I don't want to say kind of like a homeless person, but kind of looking like a homeless person just walking into Bartos and saying, "I'm your grandma. What's up?" and I guess it's the fact that Bartos immediately trusts her and lets her in, because like, for all Bartos knows, for all we know, like if we haven't met her in the previous episode, if she was not present by the end of this previous episode, like, we have no idea who this is. She is a complete total stranger, and Bartos would probably say, "Nah, man, I don't know who you are. Please leave my house." But he immediately accepts that she is that she is his grandmother. He lets her in, which means that most likely Noah told Bartos that this is gonna happen. Slightly irritating, but I get it. It's a long story. Yes, I know. It's probably you're saving that story for seasons 2 and 3. Wink, wink. Cannot wait to learn more. Also, speaking of things that are being kept by the characters, let's go back to the beginning just a bit. I know this discussion is kind of going all over the place, but where is it? I've somewhere around here. There she is. So, Helge's mother. I think she has been raped or sexually assaulted. Given the time frame that this is 1953, and given how old Helge is, I feel like it's not too far of a stretch to think of the idea that this happened during the end of World War II. Because, as we all know, as the Germans lost the war, there are some atrocities that has happened that have been done to a lot of the civilians. Both from the Allies, but especially from like the Soviets, for example, right? So I don't think it is too. I think it's fair to assume that that is the case for her. Yeah. Who's the father? We don't know. That's the mystery. I don't think it's going to be a character that we know. As in, I feel like this is just straight up, probably a soldier from the Allies who has done this to her, and not, let's say, somebody that we know from the future that went back into the past and then raped her and whatever. I don't think we're gonna go that far. I don't think we're gonna go that far. But yeah, bit of a mystery because we don't know who Helge's father is. But this also kind of, again, this also, I would say, explain why she feels that way towards Helge. I mean, yeah, it's still fucked up and kind of wrong for her to act that way towards Helge, but I guess like she doesn't see Helge as the son that she wanted. It's more like, in a way, an accident, right? Like, she never wanted this. She never wanted Helge to begin with, and now she is stuck with him. And it's like she is lashing out all of his anger and her emotions towards Helge, because Helge probably reminded her of the one who assaulted her. But yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough for Helge, and it's pretty tough for her. Obviously, she's not really handling it in the way that would be for the betterment of Helge, but yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. I don't agree with her actions, but I can somewhat understand why she's doing it. But it's also about being a better person than the one that that caused all of this. You can tell that she is conflicted about this. Like she doesn't know how to feel. She doesn't know how to. She can't accept Helge. That's basically it, right? She cannot accept Helge as a son. That sucks. That sucks for Helge. It really do. It really does. a lot of familial issues in regards to the story and the characters of Dark, but that's pretty much clear since the first episode. Speaking of the first episode, man, it's been quite a journey. Like, this is the penultimate episode of the first season, but remembering back to like when I first watched the first episode of Dark and how I feel that it's overwhelming on, you know, in regards to like there's a lot of characters that I need to remember and memorize and know like their relationships, but now I feel like that's behind us, at least for now, because now we're actually going into the bigger picture, and that is, you know, revolving around the time loops and how it works and how the past connects to the future and stuff, and how interconnectivity happen. Like that is currently the meat of things, right, for Dark, and I am loving it. Oh, I cannot wait for the next episode, which is the final, the season finale. So, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to my discussion for Dark. If you do, hit the like, subscribe as usual. Early access available on the Patreon, links in the description below, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Have a nice day. Peace.